Well, I'm joined now from Maitland, Florida by Scott Turman, who's the CEO and founder of BrightRay Publishing. Scott, thanks very much indeed for joining us. First of all, I think most people would agree that this conference was the right idea. The timing, people might disagree about. The location, people might disagree about. But do you think in the future we'll look back and say, yes, this was a historic gathering of the right people?
No, I don't. I'm an AI pessimist in that I believe that unlike the nuclear bomb, there was all these barriers to entry. There was delivery systems, miniaturization, neutron firing systems, all the things that are very kind of complicated to do. In this new world of AI, we can go build really, really complicated and very useful dangerous models and then copy paste them and they can run on any computer. Sure, we absolutely need to get together and figure out something. But this is not like anything else. This isn't like a machine gun or some other technology that has some touchable, tangible, real world, application. This is all virtual, and it won't be some AI taking over the world. It'll be some automation that talk you out of your bank account information or, convince you that this president or that president is good or bad. So no, I'm great. I'm glad that we met, but I don't believe it. Ultimately, I'm a bit of a pessimist with AI.
Do you think then that the human enthusiasm that will exist always to conquer new frontiers will simply turn out to be the real Pandora's box?
I do. We're hopefully years and years away, and hopefully we can kind of get our arms around this. But like I said before, this is different. This is something that can be copy pasted. This highly technical thing. Typically, a physicist has to go make a nuclear bomb, or a machinist, or someone with a very high level of education. These kind of things can, once the model is trained, copy paste. Anybody can run it. I mean, my 15-year-old. With the right technology and the right model could do some real damage, with the right model. And unfortunately, that's kind of where we're at.
I mean, the big brains were there as well from the corporate world. Elon Musk, of course, has had a lot to say on this. He had a fair amount to say at this conference as well. He shares some of your pessimism, I think. He talks about regulation, but he has his concerns. But as an entrepreneur, he'll find it hard not to reach out for possibilities rather than shy away from them. But is there a danger that if you hang on too long to wait till you've made up your mind, it is too late? I mean, AI strikes me as something that you can get into early, or you can start talking about regulation too late, but hitting the sweet spot where you understand it and still have control, well, that will be the trick, won't it?
I've watched congressional hearings on the topic, and if you just kind of glance across the senators and congressmen here in the U.S. and the blank stares, the complexity in order to actually understand any of this stuff, I think is beyond the average human, to be perfectly honest with you. And the people that are regulating this, I don't think understand it. I mean, Elon Musk probably understands it, but can Elon Musk tell King Charles how this works? No, he can advise him. He could also advise the U.S. government on this topic as well. But it's kind of like he's the fox in the hen house. He's the very person that will be benefiting from its very, the barriers to entry, or how much open it is for everybody. Much of this is kind of a lot of the talk about equity, right? This is the equity of AI, the jobs it takes. How do we equally distribute the kind of the spoils of this AI war? I don't really think they covered that, or I don't really think they understand that, quite yet.
Scott Turman, lots to think about and plenty to talk about in the future. Thanks very much indeed for joining us tonight here on TRT World.